girl Samantha Gomez here with My Kinky Curls. Excuse my appearance today. I do not have any makeup on, just my eyebrows filled, because you know you shouldn't leave your house without your eyebrows filled. I was just on my way to the gym, but I decided to turn on the camera and shoot this video prior to getting my workout on, because I thought that this video may be something that a lot of people can benefit from. And I wanted to share with you guys my weight loss / fitness journey, my story, how I was able to successfully lose 50 pounds and be able to keep it off. Because I think for most people, that's the trick, being able to keep the weight off. Before I get this video started though, I wanted to first put it out there that I am not a fitness professional, personal trainer, nutritionist. These are just things that worked for me. I'm going to share with you 5 tips that have helped me lose weight and again be able to maintain that weight loss. So first off, I wanted to start off by sharing my story. As a young child, I was always active. In my previous video, the 50 random facts about me, I shared that I was into gymnastics, competitive gymnastics at that, for 10 years. I was into track and field. I was also into cheerleading as well as basketball. I was always very, very busy in extracurricular activities. I never ever watched what I put in my mouth when it came to food. I never really gained any weight. I was just always so active, and at that point in my life I had a really, really fast metabolism. So weight loss or weight gain or anything of that nature were never ever concerns. As I got older, in my teens, late teens into my 20s is when I met my now husband, and we always used to go out to eat. That was like our thing. We'd go to the movies and then we'd go out to eat. We would always be eating late, and then shortly after I'd be going to sleep. I want to say in my early 20s is when I started to realize that I was putting on some weight, but it was never to the point where I felt that I needed to do anything about it. And I always in my mind thought that I weighed 150 pounds. I don't know where I got the number from, but I always thought that 150 pounds was what I weighed, and I was okay with it. I knew that I was getting a little chunky, but I was like, I'm still 150 pounds, don't worry about it. Until one day, my mother-in-law was weighing her suitcase because she was traveling abroad and her suitcase needed to be no more than 50 pounds. So we didn't have like that suitcase weigher, so old ghetto style fashion, she got on a scale with the suitcase and then deducted her weight to find out how much the suitcase weighed. So everybody's doing that, and then it became like a game. Everybody was going on the scale to see how much they weighed, and I was never one to jump on the scale to kind of check my weight. I was never checking my weight on a consistent basis. I always just had in my mind that I weighed 150 pounds. Until that day. I went on the scale after everybody else was going on and seeing how much they weighed, and to my surprise, I weighed over 200 pounds. I instantly started to cry. It was like a huge eye-opener for me. That 150 pounds was so far gone. I had surpassed that I don't even know how many years ago, but it was such a big eye-opener, and that is when I realized I needed to change my life. I know a lot of people say they want to lose weight and don't actually do anything about it. There's a difference in actually wanting to lose weight and taking the necessary steps to actually do it. There's a difference between saying something and actually doing something. And I noticed at the beginning, I was really upset when I saw I weighed over 200 pounds, and I said I wanted to lose weight, but I wasn't ready. Mentally, I wasn't ready for the challenge. And I think it's important that I say this in this video because I know that for a lot of people, you say you want to lose weight, but you don't actually want to lose weight. You're not ready. You literally have to change your lifestyle. You have to change what you eat. You have to change what you drink. You have to incorporate exercising. And if you're accustomed to not doing these things and you're accustomed to living your life in a certain manner day in and day out, sometimes it's difficult when you have to implement all these new changes. With that being said, going back to my story, after I got off the scale, I cried. I was so upset. But even though I said I wanted to lose weight, I wasn't ready. I would go to the gym, but I wouldn't change my eating habits. Or I would eat healthy, or what I thought was healthy, and then I wouldn't be working out. Or I would still be drinking alcohol and working out. I was just doing things that did not add up to what you needed to do to effectively lose weight. For a year or so, I struggled. I struggled with my weight loss. I was still over 200 pounds. I noticed that I had a whole bunch of clothes in my closet, but I was always gravitating towards things that were black, things that were baggy to cover up my physique. And truly, that's no way to live. And I wanted to be able to pick out anything in my closet and wear it. I think that mentally what happened and the switch that kind of came into place was in the summertime, when one day a lot of my friends were going swimming. Everybody's in a two-piece showing off their nice stomach and, you know, their nice little curves. And I'm wearing a t-shirt over my bathing suit because I'm too embarrassed to be seen. And that's when it kind of hit me that I needed to really do something. And I contacted somebody to put together a meal plan for me as well as an exercise plan. I definitely will leave her information if you are interested, or you can contact me and I'll provide you her information. She's an online trainer, so you don't necessarily have to be in her same city to benefit from her teachings. After that, I started to implement her plan, and since then I've been able to maintain my weight loss. But I wanted to share in this video 5 tips that have helped me to maintain my weight and have helped me to lose the weight, and how I am able to still live a normal life. I eat pizza, I'm human. I eat bad food every once in a while, but 90% of what I eat are clean. I generally eat a clean diet 90% of the time, and I feel that is how I was able to successfully maintain my weight loss. So without further ado, let me talk about these 5 tips that I'm going to share with you that have helped me to successfully lose weight as well as maintain the weight loss. Tip number 1, drink lots and lots of water. Water is your best friend. I no longer drink juice. I no longer drink alcohol. Again, remember I just said 90% of my diet is clean. So 90% of the time I am drinking water, so I shouldn't say never. I buy bottles of water. I have a filtration system on my tap, and water is my go-to drink. Sometimes if I want to flavor my water, I'll squeeze a lemon in it or lime. I love tons of ice. I like my water cold. But tip number 1 is drink water. Water is going to help you with your weight loss. Tip number 2, do not eat late at night. That is a huge thing, especially carbs. Carbs, if you're not familiar, are things like rice, pasta, those types of things. When you eat that late at night, your body doesn't have the time to be able to digest it. And if you go to sleep shortly after, is this food that's sitting that hasn't had the correct time to digest. I generally do not eat, I want to say 3 to 4 hours prior to bedtime. So again, that's tip number 2, do not eat too late at night. Tip number 3, exercise consistently. I go to the gym on average between 4 to 5 times a week. Now, you do not need to go that often. I would suggest anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week. It's important to incorporate not only cardio, because I think that a lot of women especially think that if you go to the gym and you run on the treadmill, then you're good to go. If you only do cardio, what's going to happen to your body is, yes, you are going to eventually lose the weight because you're burning calories, but if you want like a nice physique, if you want to look toned instead of just skinny, it's so important that you also incorporate weight training. I weight train more than I do cardio now because I'm comfortable with my size and now I just want to tone. So with that being said, you want to incorporate some form of weight training. I do exercises I'll do like bis and tris one day. I'll do legs twice a week because legs are a big muscle. I'll do my back by itself. Like, you have to make sure that you're weight training as well as incorporating cardio so that you look toned and you also look lean without looking skinny. Tip number 4, and probably the most important tip in this video, is to eat lean meat or eat protein, but lean protein. So turkey, chicken, fish. I have protein shakes as well. Those are the types of protein I gravitate towards. I don't eat pork. I don't eat steak too often. You know, every once in a while I'll have a little piece of steak, but I generally stick to what I just listed. Also, you want to eat vegetables, greens. Greens are your best friend. So I will eat a lot of broccoli, a lot of spinach. Spinach, oh my gosh, in the morning time, sometimes I'll make a spinach omelet with egg whites. I love greens. Greens help you because greens provide fiber for your body, and they're great for weight loss. So again, eat a lot of protein. Also, you want to eat some vegetables. And for myself, for what I do, I basically stick to a low carb diet. So I don't eat a lot of carbs. I generally eat my carbs in the morning time, and that usually consists of like oatmeal. And you know, sometimes I'll eat like half a cup of brown rice. But in the nighttime, generally speaking, I mainly have a portion of protein as well as some greens, and I will eat as much greens as I like. So that is tip number 4. Tip number 5, and my final tip, is stay away from processed foods. Processed foods are anything that are like in cans, anything that are in like containers. Processed foods generally have ingredients in them so that they last longer, and that's why they are in these cans or containers, and they're generally good for sometimes years on end. So I stay away from that. Weight loss is 80% what you eat, 20% fitness. So if you change your eating habits, if you follow what I just suggested, again, I'm not a nutritionist, but I know for a fact that this has worked for me. If you eat clean and you work out consistently and you drink a lot of water and you're exercising, I can almost guarantee that you're going to see a change in your body. As for how many calories you should be intaking, again, that's something you should probably consult a professional about. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope that you learned something. And losing weight, what I've discovered, is definitely a lifestyle change. You need to change your habits. If you are going back to old habits, those pounds are going to come off. But keep in mind, you are human, and I think it's important to have cheat meals, or it's important to even have, you know, a break. Sometimes I take a break. Sometimes I'll take like a 3-4 day break where I'll just eat whatever I want, but everything in moderation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope I help somebody. If you have any questions or concerns pertaining to this video, or if you want to know who the person is that I contacted to get my meal plan and also my workout plan, then by all means connect with me and I'll share that with you. Again, thanks for watching. Have yourself a blessed day. I'm off to the gym because I need to grow these guns. I need to grow them. I really do. That was the corniest thing I probably ever said. Anyways, I'm out of here. Bye.